was the spring of 1980, and we had just moved up to San Francisco. We got a call and an invitation from a very enthusiastic Johnny Zazula, who was in New Jersey.
I remember going out at the El Cerrito house, the METALLICA mansion, going around to a phone booth with Lars and him talking to Johnny over the phone. And, you know, he's like, yeah, I was just connected with this guy who got our tape. And, you know, back then tape trading wasn't the thing. That's how you got your music around. Just remember talking on the phone with him and Lars just saying, hey, you know, this guy in New Jersey really likes us and he wants to, like, he's passionate about us and it feels great, it feels right.
We were ready for whatever. At that time, threw all our shit in a U-Haul truck, spent about a week going across the country, and ended up in Old Bridge, New Jersey.
We'd never met him, never seen him, nothing. And we hop in this U-Haul and go out, and I remember when we pulled up to his house eventually, one of the first things we had to tell him was, hey, we're here, and we're getting rid of our lead guitar player. You know, he's like, okay, you know, well, let's keep going. We shared the same vision, so it felt absolutely right at the time.
Well, when I first arrived to the music building, I remember meeting those guys, the rest of the guys in the band, and we started rehearsing right away. We rehearsed 2 or 3 days, and then someone was saying, yeah, Johnny, he's the guy who's starting the record label, who's signing us. And we know it's like, and so we're going to go out to the store for the first time out in New Jersey, Rockville Heaven. So we all piled in the car. And then the very first picture I took with the band was out that day out in the parking after seeing Johnny and Marsha Rockville Heaven. And at some point it just became intolerable to stay at the music building. There's no hot water, no heat, it's wintertime, there's snow, it was just horrible. So we all moved into Johnny's house, into the basement, and then that was something.
Ground zero for everything that was Metallica and the Zazulas, you know, was in Old Bridge, New Jersey, was their house at, I believe it was 60 York Street. You know, most of us didn't quite have the highest degree of social skills, but we managed to get through it without anybody getting too pissed off. And underneath it, obviously, was a sense of love, a sense of connection, and a sense of appreciation for the doors that were opened.
Yeah, we were taken in by Johnny and Marsha, and they were, you know, sustaining us with food and places to sleep, shelter. You know, kind of parent life, which was cool, which, you know, was needed at the time. We were just wild and kind of unruly, and we knew what we wanted to do, but we didn't know how to get there, you know, and he helped us get there. Yeah, very, very, very kind and loving. Him and his family were there, and, you know, we're like extended family now. Metallica is in the house.
We liked it because it was like an actual like roof over our heads, and not we weren't staying in an office building. I mean, it felt like we were in a house, even though it was just a basement, you know, and 4 cots lined up in the basement. It was great.
We basically, you know, would sleep down in the basement. We would eat meals with them, the family, the kids, and there was definitely a very communal energy about all of it. Johnny and Marsha obviously were the sort of the parents to not just their own kids, but to all of us. And they were very patient and gracious to let us sleep and kind of sort of inhabit their whole world.
You know, in our late teens, early 20s, kind of drinking around and crazy and dirty and destroying stuff, and, you know, raiding the liquor cabinet. I remember we, there was no liquor left, and we popped open some bottle of champagne, and he was pissed, like, dude, I was saving that. That was the champagne from our wedding. And you know, so they put up a lot of shit from us. He found us a place to live after that. At Mount Joe's house out more of a farm area where we could just kind of be wild animals and not destroy his house.
We didn't have anyone else. There's like no one else to help us out at that point on the East Coast. And we didn't have any money. We didn't have any allies on the East Coast, you know, call up and, hey, can I stay on your couch? None of us had any of that. So Johnny and Marsha opening up their house to us was an amazing thing.
What set the Zazulas apart was that they were extremely professional. You know, they were metal heads. They loved metal. They had worked with, you know, Anvil. They had done a few things with Venom and Raven. Yeah, they had other bands they were working with, but we felt we were cared for by them. They were representing Metallica well. You know, most other management companies were, you know, they had a whole roster of bands, and you kind of had to, hello, can we get some tour support or help us, you know? It was one-on-one with us.
But they were just a great team, Johnny and Marsha. And Marsha was the backbone and really, you know, kept all these lunatic guys in line. Underneath all that was also a love for the music, a love for her husband, love for family, love for the bands. But she had to wear many, many hats and did it very, very well. But she could definitely keep everybody in line when he had to, but you know, underneath it, obviously, we knew that she was part of the gang, so to speak.
I probably met Johnny Martha in 1989, and he always treated me with love and respect, and so did Marsha. So for that, I am always grateful to him and his belief in me as a professional musician, because when I first met him, I wasn't very professional. He just always genuinely believed in me and knew that I'd be great for any band. And of course, when I was able to be part of Metallica family, and I always thought that was very cool. Have that belief that I could be in Metallica and I could build my own.
They totally believed in us, and you know, with a young band, there's no guarantees. They really stuck their neck out for us. I mean, we were an unknown band.
There was nobody in America that was kind of doing what we were doing, and there was nobody who was believing in it. And Johnny and Marsha were the first ones to sort of step up and go, we believe in this. We believe that these like-minded musicians, these like-minded folks, you know, we can connect them to more people.
It was pretty cool to see once Communal came out, and then it all started, and Johnny and Marsha were just like above themselves. They were so happy, and then not long after that, they started releasing albums, and it was cool because it started to feel like there was some sort of like heavy metal community.
I know in their hearts they were super proud of being a significant part of our journey, and you looked at sort of what they were part in creating in terms of spreading this type of music and these types of bands.
We miss you, we love you, you'll always be thought of in high regard, and there's nothing but love and respect.
Johnny and Marsha will always hold a special place in my heart, as will the rest of the family and all the incredible cast of characters that we met through them.
The Zazula family definitely made some sacrifices. Extremely grateful. I mean, words can't say how happy and grateful I am for them taking in this unruly wild bunch of metalheads. And you know, Johnny and Marsha were that too, but they had a family. I mean, they were trying to raise a family, and him taking a chance on us, investing his time, his money, his effort into this. So yeah, I would like them to know that we are so grateful, because without that step in our careers, we wouldn't be where we are today. So thank you for that.